What's happening, good people? Jeff C here. I hope you're having a really nice weekend, and I hope you can join me. I'm going to be going live in about an hour. It'll probably be much shorter by the time you actually hear this, so if you can, come and join the live show. This will be a quick video. I finally got around to listening. I didn't get through the entire showcast here with Joe Rogan and Alex Jones, but I got through most of it. And there are a few points where, to me, it was clear that Joe Rogan is being coached. And I think I think any of us know that this has been the case for a long time. I think the character of Jamie is purposely been brought in to keep Joe on the straight and narrow kind of thing. And people were listening into this podcast, and they caught this moment where you can hear instructions coming into Joe Rogan, and he rubs his earpiece here right at this moment, so you could see what people will do. Because I have these headphones. I have the exact same headphones that Joe Rogan uses. So I think they're the Sennheiser HD 280s, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me. And so I use them regularly, and they're quite tight fitting. They fit over the ears, but they're tight. So you see a lot of his guests that use these headphones. Even Alex Jones on one of the episodes, not on this one, but on one of the former episodes, where he kept moving the headphones around a lot because he was finding them uncomfortable. So and you see this often on Joe Rogan's show. So I think at this point, he's 2 hours and 52 minutes into the show, and yeah, if you're wearing these types of headphones for that long, it starts to get a little bit uncomfortable because they're not like the type of headphones that you just kind of sit on softly on your ears. They're rather tight fitting. So I believe he actually moves his headphone at this point in time, and you can clearly hear a voice saying, "Relax, we're here." A female voice saying it. So we're going to play it for you. Joe Rogan has come out and totally tried to douse it and say, oh, it's total garbage and what an idiotic conspiracy. If you think the world's most popular podcast is 100% legit, you're just really stupid. That's all I can say to you. If you don't think that Joe Rogan's controlled, I don't even know what to do for you. I really don't know. This podcast, too, is pretty frustrating to listen to because, albeit there are some important things that are discussed at points in time, and Alex Jones does bring up some important elements, Joe Rogan is constantly fact-checking him via this creature named Jamie, whose whole holy Bible of knowledge is Google search and Wikipedia. And they go on, even at one point early in the show, Alex Jones compliments Jamie. So, oh, he's really good. And Joe says, he's the best. He's the best at what? Looking up things on Google? I mean, what a joke this thing is. This podcast is, YouTube community. This podcast, the reason why, you got $100 million deal for going over to Spotify. I just can't believe how stupid people are. Now, we know that Alex Jones is controlled, but I think what happens is Alex Jones comes on, and they know he's going to say things, and he's going to take the conversation places where Joe is potentially going to lose control. So he's being coached, likely, through his headphone, which is very easy to do, right? It's just somebody will come in, they'll say things like, okay, fact check him on this, or bring up this instead, or move him this way, sort of thing, because he's getting a little bit too close to reality. There's a point where they do discuss the scenarios of the future, the Rockefeller document, and they purposely, I can't even tell you how terrible Joe is. Like, he purposely they're just trying to, of course, this doesn't mean anything, trying to downplay that the fact that this is the exact scenario that's playing out right now in the world was completely and accurately predicted 10 years ago in that document, and it's happening to a T right now. And yet, no, that's no evidence of anything. And yeah, you know, it's okay. These people really care about the world kind of thing. Wow. Anyways, let's play this part here. We'll put the volume up and hopefully you guys will be able to hear this.
I am on the nightly news.
Relax.
Yeah.
Here.
That's a beg. How about I just beg a little bit?
You don't have. Come on, man.
I'm not below
anything
begging.
else? Is there anything else you really want to discuss?
No. I'm self-educated.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information that you
Yeah,
have
the
at
important
your
stuff.
disposal.
Yeah.
You got some notes?
I like how you're just.
Alex, we're good, man. We're good.
So it's going to come right up here. Around this 17-second mark here. 2 hours, 52 minutes around the 17-second mark. We'll listen in carefully. And I'll play this, and then I'll play it again in a slower pace. And it's not, there's Tim Dillon, there's Alex Jones, there's Joe Rogan, apparently Brian Redband's somewhere in the room, but he's not really part of the conversation. And there's a female voice. It's clearly a female voice, so listen in carefully.
No, we have to go for another 2 hours.
But we're gonna see you again in a week.
Oh,
You
so
endorse Biden.
I am on the nightly news.
Relax.
Yeah.
Here.
That's a beg.
There it is. Relax, we're here. And I'll play it slower here. It's kind of hard to just get it to the exact point. Try to get a little bit closer. And I'm going to play it slower here. So we'll play it at half speed.
I am on the nightly news.
Relax.
Yeah.
Here.
That's a.
There you go. Relax, we are here. Play that again for you.
I am on the nightly news.
Relax.
Yeah.
Here.
That's a beg.
This wasn't the only segment that I caught, and I wasn't the only one. In fact, other people caught this. I found it in the comments below, the exact timestamp. But when I was listening earlier, there's another segment that I caught where I was like clear that Joe was being coached, like clear as day. Of course he's going to deny it because there's no way that Joe Rogan's going to come out and admit it because that'll ruin his credibility forever. They'll say, well, Joe Rogan is shilling or he's got some intelligence operation that's instructing him or it's Spotify employees or it's someone else, female voice. Who could it be now? And who is young Jamie and who's not so young? Who is young Jamie? Who is this person? Who's his father? Who's his daddy? Who are these people? So YouTube employees, YouTube community, right? Like, people can make up their own mind, right? If you're going to censor everything, there's no point in anyone ever posting anything ever again, right? If it's only going to be cat videos and transgenders that are going to be accepted on YouTube, well, you know, what kind of platform are you going to have? So eventually you might come in and say, oh, I've been issued to censor this type of stuff because for whatever reason, but the reason why they would want to come in and have this type of material censored is because they don't want their top shillcaster in the world to be exposed for being some sort of controlled opposition or controlled COINTELPRO or whatever you want to say, right? So again, just play that little part here. Just bring it back a few seconds, and we'll listen in carefully. Here. I'm going to get it. Here.
I am on the nightly news.
Relax.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay. So, like, and what you see at that point, just before that happens, is Joe reaching, you know, adjusting his headphones. So he likely pulled off the earpiece just for a second for it loud enough, you know, to come through and be picked up on the microphone.
Alex, we're good, man. We're good.
No, we have to go for another 2 hours.
But we're gonna see you again in a week.
Oh,
You
so
endorse Biden.
I am on the nightly news.
Relax.
Yeah.
Here.
That's it. Relax. We're here. And how would you interpret that? Anybody that with a pair of ears can go to this segment here. I'll put it in real time again. Anybody can go and listen to it. How do you explain it? There's no other way to explain it. It's certainly not a male voice. It's a female voice. It's certainly not Joe Rogan. And it's certainly not Tim Dillon or Alex Jones. So it's somebody else. And they're saying, relax, we're here. This clear as day to me. They're saying, relax, we're here. Probably because Joe Rogan is getting nervous about something that maybe perhaps Alex is saying that might be pushing what they want to have leaked.
I am on the nightly news.
Relax.
Yeah. I had to.
There you go. Relax, we're here. So anyways, I thought I should report on this. I'm not the least bit surprised. Exactly what I expect, 100%. Without any question. No questions whatsoever. There's no way. No way. Just get out of town. If I can't even believe how stupid some people are. Some people would come and try to argue. No, Joe's legit. No, Joe is not a shill. Joe is not controlled. You people are so incredibly stupid. If you think the most powerful people in the world are going to allow someone like Joe Rogan to say whatever he wants or to, go on about anything he wants to go on about unmolested and have the world's most popular and arguably the most influential podcast, shillcast is what I call it, in the world, you're stupid if you don't believe that they would control that. Now, Joe Rogan got $100 million to go to Spotify, $100 million. And you can bet your bottom dollar there's a few caveats with that $100 million. We'll give you the show, we'll promote you, we'll get you all the guests, but you're going to do what we say. And, of course, this goes back way further where people like Joey Coco Diaz came on and said, people are saying that you were approached by the CIA. And Joe Rogan's like, what? And then really badly trying to dispel that sort of rumor going around sort of thing. So, yeah, apparently Joe has come out and said, oh, it's ludicrous. But what else would he say? He's not going to come out and say, yeah, it's true, I get orders on my microphone or my headpiece. He's not going to say that, folks. He's going to say, that's the most ridiculous thing ever. It's very frustrating, folks, because they did talk a whole lot about censorship on this podcast, this shillcast, and they mentioned QAnon, they mentioned a bunch of things, and then they're like, where does it end and all this? And, well, right? Isn't it ironic? You're talking about censorship, but you're actually serving these people. You're actually working for them. And people like myself and so many others who, are shut down and all their channels are deleted and we're cleared off, and yet you're unmolested and making hundreds of millions of dollars. Ludicrous, folks. Anyways, I'll be going live really shortly, so please come and join in the live discussion. Leave your comments in the comment section below. And of course, if you do want to go and check this out for yourself, it's around the 2:52, 17, 18 second mark where you'll click on there and you'll hear it clearly. Somebody in the comments here, as you see here, 2:52:17. Relax, we're here. 500 plus thumbs up. Joe Rogan. I don't even know what to say anymore, dude. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. But you have no credibility whatsoever. That's all I can say. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, tune into the live show, The Bone Broth, coming out tonight. All the best, guys.